Hello everyone, this is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to the channel, spread the word, like the videos, share the videos, check out my video archives, check out the notes section below for great links. Remember, I post a new video every day, so you need to check this channel out every day. And sometimes there are two videos. I'm up real early this morning. Hey, thanks for the person who sent me some Dash the other day. And yes, I do work for myself. That's why I can make videos at all sorts of odd times. I really hope all of you get to work for yourselves. Try to aim for that goal. It's great freedom. And I assume working retail and having hours and having a boss are just, I couldn't deal with that. It's just terrible. Anyway, and you can do it. You can break out of that paradigm. Anyway, I wanted to quickly mention another Monero tip that was sent to me. Monero joins Bitcoin and Ethereum as the third blockchain-based currency or consensus network on Stack Exchange. Stack Exchange is the largest network of websites for software developers and users to find, ask, and answer their technical questions. Tone Vays, in his great interview yesterday about Steemit, and I'll get to that later, he actually mentioned Monero again, and again, Tone doesn't really like any altcoins, but he did mention how they are doing things with fungibility, which is something I mentioned yesterday. So they are trying new things. He feels that altcoins are just test nets. Well, the ones that are at least legitimate altcoins are test nets for Bitcoin. And he mentioned Dash again, that they're doing some legitimate things. He doesn't like that Dash had the pre-mine. Dash gets a lot more attention, I think, because they're better marketers. They hired Amanda Johnson, who is their marketing woman. And I think that, and I mentioned this many times now, and I'll mention it again, she's good for them. Maybe she boosted their price. Monero needs to get some, have a marketing plan, and who knows what will happen with them. I may have to make a weekly altcoin show, because I keep talking about altcoins here, and I know some of you guys are interested in altcoins. Is there a demand out there? Do you want me to do one show a week out of my seven shows that's dedicated to altcoins? We could call it the Gambler's Paradise or something like that. I've also thought of other themed shows that I can do on a weekly basis or maybe every other week. Tell me what you think. Do you want to have some themed shows? Where do you want this channel to go as we race toward 1,000 subscribers? I want to get some input from everyone who watches it, because I appreciate all of you a lot. The news, Ethereum Classic news. Wow, they keep talking about the white hat hacker who's going to save the day and get the funds from get the ETC funds from the other hacker that were involved with the DAO. And again, I mentioned yesterday this is just a bunch of uncertainty. It keeps going back and forth. If the white hat hacker is even a good guy or a bad guy? If you go to the Ethereum Classic Reddit, which I will link to, and I advise you go there, there's a lot of information there that keeps popping up. That's how you'll stay up to date with Ethereum Classic. And this uncertainty is causing the price drop again. And if this white hat hacker or whatever actually does have the funds now, and if he has really moved them to Poloniex, which is a rumor, and he's about to dump them, and he does dump them, it will hurt the price. The price will go down. But at least the uncertainty will be gone. It'll be out of the system. And then things can just work their way up naturally. And people won't be worrying, and it'll be really good for Ethereum Classic. In the real world, you can say how the Federal Reserve needs to raise rates, and it'll be bad at first, but then all the bad stuff will be out of the system, and then the economy can grow again. There's my comparison. Sometimes you have to go through something bad for things to grow. So anyway, I am bullish still. This question was asked to me: what's your thing on Ethereum Classic? Do you still think it's dropped below $2. Have you changed your mind? I don't panic on things like that. First of all, it is a speculation, so I should be willing to lose all my money that I put into Ethereum Classic, which isn't very much because I bought it really super duper cheap. But I am still very bullish on Ethereum Classic for the long term. You just have to be patient, people. So anyway, there is a lot of FUD going around on Ethereum Classic Reddit, but stay up to date, check it out. I want to mention Roger Ver. He's a huge Bitcoin guy. I think most of you know who he is, but if you don't, he bought Bitcoin way early, and I guess he's really super rich because of it. They call him the Bitcoin Jesus. He has implied through comments that he thinks it would be great or okay if Bitcoin split, because when Ethereum split, the total market cap of both Ethereums ended up being more. I think this is a dangerous suggestion, first of all. Bitcoin is not mainstream now, but it has crept into some aspects of mainstream life. And a split would be insanely confusing for people. And it just would not work, in my opinion. It would hurt Bitcoin. And I think all this confusion with Ethereum Classic, it shows us that it is not a great thing. Because we're just at the beginning of this Ethereum Classic roller coaster. I mean, what do you guys think? I will say that Roger Ver does speak his mind, and it's great. He does have an opinion. Tone did a great job last night talking about Steemit. The host, at times, was very much on his side. I wouldn't say it's a must-watch video. I will link to it. It is a long video, but you should browse it if you have some time and you're interested in that subject matter. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister. I'll talk to you later.